I'm so sorry to say that you all have to listen to me give this speech virtually. It would be so much better in person, trust me. Imagine being able to see my whole outfit, see what I truly look like, meaning without a filter. Do you believe that there's a difference between in-person and online classes? Well, I sure do. During my freshman year of high school, COVID hit and we had to go virtual for the lockdown. I struggled, to say the least. It was hard for me to get in contact with my teachers, know when things needed to be done, and even just understand the material. Staring at a computer was so hard when you had to do it all day long. I mean, raising your hand even became a struggle when it was virtual school. With the decel in my grades, my parents let me transfer to a hybrid school, a school in which I was able to go in person half the time and online sometimes, but still have to be on Zoom and watching the teacher teach in the classroom. My grades after transferring skyrocketed. I went from an A, B, and occasional C student to all A's. As you can tell, you're taking a virtual online public speaking class, and I'm sure you're probably taking some other sort of virtual class as well. Isn't it frustrating not being able to communicate with your professor on a weekly basis? With this question that I posed, I believe, and so should you, that university requires students to attend a certain amount of in-person classes. Not only will this benefit the students, but it can benefit the teachers. In-person school requires consistency, which is super important as we grow up. School is for learning, and it minimizes distractions. While being at home, distractions can be anywhere. I mean, I know when I'm online, I'll be petting my dog or even holding my lizard. School gives a structure for 5 out of the 7 days in a week, like having to get dressed, make your lunch for yourself before you have to leave. Being late to things or not worried about time can and will affect your future if not practiced correctly. I mean, imagine showing up to a job interview and not caring because you're late. You probably won't get that job. A college education statistic states that students with stronger time management skills were reportedly getting 53% higher grades than those who didn't. Now, 63% of college students say that they desire more effective time management skills and want to learn. These skills in which they lost and didn't get a chance to learn during online school. Another reason that isn't talked about enough is face-to-face interactions. These face-to-face interactions that you gain can help you create a trust with someone. Another big thing about face-to-face interactions is the raw emotion that you can show one another. Online, you can fake things and prepare for interactions and set them up for how you want them to occur. As you grow up and have these out-of-nowhere interactions, you learn how to handle these reactions and expand on them. NIH also found that face-to-face communication is associated with better psychological health and life satisfaction. I don't know about you, but better psychological health and life satisfaction sounds pretty good to me. Online school has negative impacts on teachers as well. What if I told you universities don't always provide the proper materials for teaching online? Professors claimed that online school is considered a distraction from the teacher's career objectives, while teaching on campus is not only viewed as part of a commitment to a full professional life, but also required as the first step to climbing the academic hierarchy. Basically, teachers get their degrees to be in person and personal, not over video camera. Not to mention, cheating rates have gone up drastically with online school. The National Institute of Health did a study and found that 60% of students admitted to cheating online, while only 30% admitted to cheating in person. That's a crazy big difference. Some may argue that online school is easier to fit into your schedule. To that I have to ask, if it's for your career and future, should there be enough time for it anyways? I understand that there are certain circumstances that can affect your schedule, but wouldn't you take quality education over, excuse my French, but half-assed education? I mean, I'd rather make time and get something out of my education that I paid for than taking online classes just to forget what I learned the next week. In conclusion, school should make an attempt on slowing down virtual learning, or at least make in-person school some sort of requirement to graduate. It can help with social skills for the real world, improve face-to-face interaction, as well as getting the quality education that you pay for. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you will fight to get rid of virtual school with me.